This video is a follow-up to creating a data source. In this video, we will learn how to utilize a data source in your template to automatically populate fields on a form. For example, you may want to populate the phone number and address of a customer based on selecting their company name from a database field. To get started, click on the Templates tab and select the template you'd like to set this up for. In order to pull the company name from our data source, we'll click on a database field and drag it onto our template where we have space for company name. As always, we recommend naming our fields as a best practice. In the Properties panel on the right-hand side, we'll select the correct data source, in this case, customer list. If we wanted to pull from a different column besides the key column, we would click on Display Column to make that change, but for this template, we'll leave it as key column. Next, we'll set up a field to have the phone number automatically populate based on the selection of our company name. For this, we'll click on a text field from the left-hand side, drag that onto our template, and name it accordingly. In the Properties panel, we'll click into Default Value, where we'll create the calculation to automatically pull the phone number from our data source. Start by typing an = and database. You'll notice that the database calculation will show up as an option, so we'll click into that. To make things easier, our calculation builder will show you the syntax needed as well as an example. Let's break down the syntax so we have a full understanding of how this calculation will work. First, we'll list the name of the data source we're referencing. Next, we'll indicate what the key field is on our template that we should be using for the database lookup. Lastly, we'll include the column header that will pull the corresponding data we want to populate into this field. The example here shows that an address of 234 Main is being populated based on a customer name selection from a data source titled Access Customer List. Now that we've broken down the syntax and gone through an example, let's set this calculation up for our template. We'll start by adding quotation marks. You'll notice a second set of quotation marks automatically shows up to help us along. In between these quotation marks, we'll write customer list as the name of the data source we'd like to reference. From here, we'll add a comma and a square bracket. As with the quotation marks, a second square bracket automatically shows. Here, we'll write company name as this is the key field. We'll add one more comma and another set of quotation marks. Lastly, we'll write phone number as this is the column we want to pull from our data source. Then click Done. To make sure we set this up correctly, let's click the Preview button and test this out. Start by clicking into the company name field where a drop-down box will show up. Select the desired company name, and you'll notice that the drop-down box will disappear, showing the phone number as automatically being populated. To set this up for the address, city, or any other fields, simply repeat this process, making sure the column header matches the field you're looking to automatically populate. As always, feel free to reach out if you have any other questions.